It's the hour of power. I'm here with Jacob Varghese, CEO of Maurice Blackburn Lawyers, for the next hour. Maurice Blackburn Lawyers are going to be matching your donations up to $20,000 till 6 p.m. Maurice Blackburn Lawyers have been incredible long-term supporters, this amazing law firm that backs refugees in the ASRC. Jacob, why does Maurice Blackburn Lawyers support this telethon, and why are you matching donations again today?
We've, for a long time, we've done a lot of work for people seeking asylum, seeking justice in the courts, and that's gotten us involved and gotten us to understand how difficult life can be for people seeking asylum in Australia and refugees. And what we really appreciate about the Asylum Seeker Resource Centre is two things, really. One is your advocacy on behalf of refugees and people seeking asylum. It's tireless. You're always out there. You're always trying to get the law changed, trying to get services better, improved. And the second is actual service delivery. One of the difficult things about being a refugee in Australia is you're often cut off from the services that the rest of us take for granted. And you're here just providing that on-the-ground support for people in the community who just need that kind of welfare help, that advice, how to get through. You've got your food shop upstairs. You've got legal advice, medical advice, all of it. That's just stuff that the rest of us take for granted, but refugees and people seeking asylum are people in our community who need this help and can't get it. So we admire both of those things about the centre.
Well, we're so grateful to you and everyone at Maurice Blackburn Lawyers. You know the number, it's 1300 692 772. Jacob?
We're matching donations for the next hour, so get in there.
Up to $20,000. A big thank you to Maurice Blackburn Lawyers. Again, 1300 692 772. What are you waiting for? Donate now.
And we are back live at the ASRC World Refugee Day Telethon. And boy, what a day has it been so far. But we still have a way to go to get to our $1.5 million target. Your donations are doubled right now. So if there was ever a time you're thinking of donating, now is the time to do it. Also, while you're watching, I am here interviewing and here with Tarang. Tarang, welcome to the ASRC World Refugee Day Telethon. I can't believe it's been a year already. I think we stood together and had a chat last time over, well, it was exactly a year ago on World Refugee Day, but thank you for joining us again.
No, it's an honour to be here. I think it's such a crucial, worthwhile cause, particularly now in Australia. We are living in a time of increasing division, increasing hatred. We saw just during the week the National Press Club address by Senator Pauline Hanson deriding multiculturalism and saying that she doesn't appreciate that people come from all parts of the world to call Australia home. Well, I firmly reject that. I think that Australia is richer through our diversity, through our racial and ethnic diversity, and going beyond food, Jana. I think it's so powerful seeing the contributions that people from all walks of life, all different socioeconomic groups, all different cultural and racial and ethnic groups bring to Australia. They make the workforce richer, they make everyday life richer, they make the culture of this nation that we all share so much richer and more diverse. So I firmly reject that hatred and division.
And it's so important that we do reject that, because we often know that politicians will put things out there to see how much they can get away with, because Pauline Hanson's got such a massive platform at the moment. It feels like whatever she does, it's then spread across all the papers, mainstream, social media, so it's so important to call it out. And, you know, she really, when she was talking about monoculturalism, I don't actually even understand what she means by that, because multiculturalism is the thing that has made Australia fantastic. I mean, we are all migrants unless it's First Nations, and even First Nations had over 250 different nations who made up sort of First Nations people. So diversity is good. It's great being different. We should celebrate our differences, and it's such an important time to come together, which is, well, so pivotal that it is World Refugee Day. And we do have a telethon, so you can donate by calling 1300 692 772, and your donations will be doubled. But we've all got to come together and stand up, because at the moment it does feel like things are quite fractious out in the community. And one thing I've been talking about, I've been doing some media this week, is that the words that our political leaders say have a direct impact on people, especially those from a different background, or who are black and brown, people who have a different language. I mean, the fact that Pauline Hanson criticised that somehow if you speak a language other than English at home, that means that you're not fit to be in Australia. But I think what she has underestimated is the best thing about Australia is our differences and our multiculturalism. So, Tarang, I mean, I know I've I've seen, and you've probably experienced too, there is a lot of hatred and division, people as keyboard warriors saying really, really awful things. What is your message of unity today as people are watching on World Refugee Day?
My message is that we have to reject this message of disunity, this fear, this hatred and this division. It's not only Pauline Hanson, it is other Australian politicians as well. We have to unite around our shared humanity. There is so much more that unites us than divides us. I saw during the week that Pauline Hanson said we're in the middle of what she called a transgender insurgency. So again, going after the trans and queer communities, it seems like these politicians, whether they're here in Australia or abroad, they seek to further marginalise and they seek to belittle and demean the communities who do it the toughest. So today we're here gathered for World Refugee Day at the ASRC. For the Hour of Power, your donations will be doubled. So please do call that number 1300 692 772 and give generously whatever you can afford, because that money does go towards really important causes that the ASRC champions, to be able to give dignity to people who come here. I'm the grandchild of refugees myself, proud Indian migrant in this country, and the level of hatred and division that we're seeing, John, as you touched on, it is just not okay. It is not the kind of Australia that I know you watching live at the moment really want to be a part of. I know it's what you stand firmly against. So please rally around one another to firmly reject it. The standard that you walk past is often the standard that you accept. And I think that in these times, we have to be united by our shared humanity rather than let politicians stoke fear to divide us. They don't have a solution. They don't offer hope. All they offer is hatred and division. And that will not make the world better, it will not make Australia better, and it won't have any material impact on the pressures that so many people, regardless of where they come from but call Australia home, are actually experiencing. She has no solution to cost of living pressures. She has no solution to housing inequality. She has no solution to the job market. All she has is fear and hatred and division, and so we stand firmly against that.
Yeah, so call 1300 692 772. Donate today, because diversity is our strength.
It's World Refugee Day Telethon. I'm here with one of our great ambassadors and champions, Angela Pippos. Angela, thank you for joining us today for the World Refugee Day Telethon.
Con, you know I love this day. I love this day every year. It's really important, and it's easy to do something that you're passionate about, okay? I couldn't get out of bed early enough to get here. Oh, I had to watch the Socceroos as well. Yes. Maybe that's why I got out of bed so early. But then I came here, and I've been welcomed by the most wonderful people. It's just a beautiful feeling when you walk through the doors here at the ASRC.
And how proud were you watching the Socceroos? Even though we didn't win,
yes.
Like we're from 15 different cultures, that second half, how hard they tried, but how proud did it make you to see on the field the very same cultures that reflect our Australia, yeah?
Yes, yeah. You know, I love AFL, but there is something about the world game.
Yeah,
you know,
game.
It's the beautiful game, and seeing that the Socceroos are made up of athletes from so many different backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, and it's just beautiful to see them working together. And yes, 2-0 loss today. The United States is a little bit of a setback, but hey, we've got Paraguay, and then we get on out of this stage.
Exactly, all the way to the final.
Yes.
It's our Hour of Power. It's your chance to have your donations matched for the hour. 1300 692 772. Angela, this week we've been hearing all about that we can't be this beautiful multicultural Australia that we love. We're meant to be monoculture. Talk to me about what you love about multicultural Australia and what you love about your own culture.
Yes. Well, as you know, I'm Greek Australian, but there's a tiny bit of Scottish in our family as well, because I have 3 Greek grandparents and 1 Scottish grandparent.
I love that.
And my family story goes a bit like this. My papu came out from the island of Ithaca, and he settled in northern New South Wales. That's where he met his potential bride, who was the landowner's daughter.
Ooh.
Now, they had a forbidden romance, so they had to elope. In the middle of the night, they got on a bus, they went to Brisbane to get married, and they had 5 sons. My father is the first of the 5 sons. But, you know, everyone settled down. Her family, they didn't like it at the start. A few months later, they accepted my papu, and my grandmother became a great Greek cook. She could dance all the Greeks off the table. She was an amazing woman, and it was a beautiful, beautiful marriage. Yeah. So what I like is just the diversity, the diversity of thought. Yeah. It's not just about food. Everyone talks about food because the food is magnificent, and that is a great part of being part of multicultural Australia. But it's more than that. It's the identity, it's the language, it's the faith. It's just different perspectives and vibrant, robust conversations. And I love it. I mean, I love my family, I love my background, but I love being part of multicultural Australia. Yeah. And I'm going to fight for multicultural Australia. I'm not going to allow this to happen. As a country, we're at the crossroads. We have a choice to make. I'm choosing compassion and empathy and diversity over the other side.
Beautifully said. And that's what today's about. Your donation match for the next hour, World Refugee Day, is choosing love over hate.
Yes.
Welcome over division. Unity over fear. It's actually saying we are stronger together. Our diversity is our strength.
Yes.
And today's your chances in a powerful national message around the values this country stands for.
Yes.
Because most Australians are loving and welcome and proud of our multicultural history.
Yes.
And proud of being Australians. And today's a celebration of that, yeah?
Absolutely. Can I say Efkaristo?
Efkaristo. Efkaristo. We're both proud Greek Australians and Scottish. 1300 692 772. Let love win today, yeah? 1300 692 772 or go to asrc.org.au/telethon. Thank you, Angela. You're incredible.
Thanks for having me.
Multicultural Australia. Woo!
It is the World Refugee Day Telethon powered by the ASRC. It's Saturday night and I'm feeling all right because it's an hour of power. All donations right now will be matched up to $20,000 thanks to Morris Blackburn Lawyers. So if you donate now, your donation's doubled. If you donate $5, it becomes $10, $100 becomes $200, and so on. So please call 1300 692 772. Go to our website and donate that way, or you can text HOPE to the phone number displayed as well. It is incredible to have Shuat Ballet here with us. Shuat is a singer, performer, and community leader whose music is deeply influenced by her Eritrean heritage and lived experience. Through performance, she celebrates culture, storytelling, and connection, using music to bring people together and share the richness of diverse communities. And we are so incredibly happy to have you here tonight to perform for us.
Hello.
Over to you.
Thank you for having me. I don't know about community leader, but I'll take it. Baby, come into my orbit. Wanna walk across the sky. Gravity can't hold us. Show you a good time, yeah. Stardust in your hands, shifting time through sand. Don't know where we'll land, but the comets, they will take us. Power bring through space in our own escape. Lightning fast this pace. Don't forget to, oh yeah. Rings of satin bling. How do I navigate this thing? Yeah, intergalactic link. Into infinity. Baby, take a look around you. Earth is overrated. Jumping through the systems, breaking the glass ceilings. I recall a time when they tried to lie. Distance to the sky, so close I could almost taste it. Limits are beyond. Come on, let's get gone. Won't be long before we see the, oh yeah, rings of satin bling. How do I navigate this thing? Yeah, intergalactic link. Into infinity. Hyperbolic, supersonic, hypnotic, astronomic. Chrome my web with funky phonics. Goodies make the droids jump on it. Everybody and their army. Mothership waits for nobody. Working with celestial bodies. Oh yeah! Rings of satin bling. How do I navigate this thing? Yeah. Intergalactic link. Huh. Into infinity. Thank you. Are we ready for another one? All right, one more. Shatter, shatter, just shatter, shatter, just shatter, shatter, just shatter, shatter, just impact, hit, break, wheels screech, windshield cracking, don't speak. If we don't look, maybe it didn't happen. About our eyes, otherwise it comes true. Cover our ears so we don't hear the madness. Won't even talk for fear of what it'll do. Cut of and worse is what we tell each other. He's lucky he left with only a graze. Blood on the ground, no, it was only water. Thinking about it for the rest of the day. Look both ways. Shatter, just shatter. Shatter, shatter, just shatter. Shatter, shatter, just shatter. Shatter, shatter, just shatter. Outfit on point, high beams. Chains low, tattoos fade clean. Ass on the ground like he was getting KO. Bounce off the bonnet, you don't weigh a thing. Head over heels for me in my delusion. Fine even though he just got hit in the ring. Shaking his hands, making sure they ain't broken. Look over his shoulder to his Uber ride. Everyone stopped to see him take his first steps. So made in the car, so traumatized. Huh. Shatter, shatter, just shatter. Shatter, shatter, just shatter. Shatter, shatter, just shatter. Shatter, shatter, just shatter. I said just, we just, and he just. Oh, just shatter. Shatter, shatter, just shatter. Thank you.
That was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. What an incredible way to kick off our Hour of Power, where all donations are being matched up to $20,000. Stuart, thank you so much for being here today. You've just telling me that you've been performing and you've been working in Perth. You've been in Richmond. You took the new metro tunnel to be here today. Why are you here today? Why is today important to you?
I mean, I have lived experience as a refugee, obviously, and I think we're living in some really difficult times when it comes to refugees and immigration. And I think this is a really important cause for me to support and get behind. I'm a migrant. My whole family are migrants, and a lot of the people I know are migrants. And I think it's really important that our safety and resources and our community is kept safe.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. Yeah. No, I mean, I totally agree with you. And today's been such a big day about love and unity and hope and togetherness. And thank you for sharing your music with us. I'm still blown away. That was such an incredible performance. What does it mean to you as a performer to be sharing your culture and your music with Australian audiences?
So many things. I could go on and on about it, but I think what's really important is that it's a way for me to tell my story and to tell other people's stories as well. It's a way for me to explore my creative side and also just build a community of musicians and to be able to I guess, find a way to express myself that I guess just benefits a community. And so I hope that the takeaway is joy and hope, and I really want to put that into my music, just the uplifting nature of it as well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you brought a lot of joy to people here tonight. Really, just reflecting on what you were just talking about, have you got an example, have you had experiences of where music and your music has been able to connect people and bring people closer together?
Yeah, I mean, I think I guess the connections that come to mind for me are the ones that I have with my family and with my close circle of friends, a lot of whom are also my musical collaborators. And so being able to have that relationship and build that relationship with them has been so amazing. And I think also just having obviously those close working relationships with my friends who are also musicians, and then being able to share that with my family and see how they consume it and see how they engage and offer feedback, of course, has also just been amazing and so valuable. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the main way that I've kind of been able to flesh out the connections in my life.
And if somebody was hearing your music for the first time tonight, what sort of experience would you want them to be walking away with? What is it that you're trying to achieve through your music?
I mean, escapism. I want to say escapism, but also joy. And I think also just building something personal with my audience as well, and telling them about my experiences in my life, and hopefully it's something that they relate to. And if it's not, then hopefully it can be a story that they want to engage with and delve into a little bit further.
Yeah, absolutely. And this year's theme for World Refugee Day is A Million Stories. And we've talked about stories all day long. We've heard a lot of different people's stories shared here. And what you're doing is storytelling through music, aren't you? That's quite incredible just in itself.
Yeah, I think it can be... I guess the thing about songs and about music is that you have very little space to use a lot of words. So you have to be so concise and very selective about the words that you use. And I love that challenge because it forces me to kind of get to the root of an issue or to the root of a feeling and just be really succinct. And I think hopefully that's what lands with people. But I mean, if it doesn't land, it's okay also because it's catharsis for me too. And so, yeah, I guess I'm not always the most direct person with my words, but being a musician and being a songwriter forces me to do. Yeah.
No, it's incredible. We're so thrilled that you were able to be here with us today. Your schedule's so busy, and for it to align in a way where you could be here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For riding the new Metro Tunnel. I have to admit, I haven't myself. Thank you for doing it to be here tonight.
Anytime.
We are now halfway through our hour of power from 5 till 6 p.m. today, so up to 6 p.m. All donations up to $20,000 are being doubled. Thanks to Maurice Blackburn Lawyers. Why do you think people should get on the phone right now and donate?
Because refugees are important. We make such an important contribution to this community. And I think what is so beautiful to me is that we're in Footscray right now, which is just such an amazing hub of diversity. And I think being able to support all the programs that ASRC puts together, the food bank, catering, is such an important avenue, especially for people who are entering this community for the first time, you know, being able to build those connections and have those safeties and feel like there is a sense of familiarity and closeness with the community that they're in. And so that's why you should donate.
Yes, donate. 1300 692 772. People are here waiting for your phone call. If you call now, they might even get you on the phone. So
you just might.
Would be very, very exciting. Please donate. We're halfway through our hour of power where all donations are doubled. We will be back shortly, but we're now going to some messages from our supporters, starting with the incredible Claire Bowditch.
Today is World Refugee Day, and it is also the annual fundraising telethon for the Asylum Seeker Resource.
In the year 2000, many years ago, I was a young student and I was in a band with an awesome dude called John Hennigan. We went to the Maribyrnong Detention Centre and we were allowed in and through, and we worked with some of the kids there. And I get emotional about it because I love John so much and I loved what we were trying to do there, but I couldn't make sense of the despair. And it was such a privilege to sing with these kids and their families. The parents were so relieved for their kids to have something to do. But sheesh, it's this long, and I just could never, I just could never forget that. And it was a really clear insight into what happens within human beings, and young human beings especially, when they have nowhere to go. The Asylum Seeker Resource Centre gave them a place to be and gave us a place to be together. One of the reasons I think the ASRC community has remained so strong and is still so strong is because it stands for something that's quite basic, and that we sort of agree on as a society, which is we're human. We need each other, and we go through tough things. And we're in a lucky country, and there are people who just need a place to be where they won't be turned away because they don't have anywhere else. So the reason it's remained strong is because it's based on something that's true and fundamental and human, and it's a really good, hopeful feeling, and it doesn't feel compromised. This place is awesome. I love the feeling here. Keep going.
Yes, it's me, Dolly Diamond, and I wanted to say happy birthday to the ASRC. Congratulations on 25 years. It's incredible, isn't it? But if you're watching this video, I would love you to make a donation because it's World Refugee Day and we need the funds. Make a donation and do your bit for World Refugee Day.
Hi, I'm Erica Haynitz. I'm supporting the World Refugee Day Telethon because I believe everyone deserves to feel safe, valued, and like they belong. For people seeking asylum, rebuilding a life can be incredibly difficult. With the right support, though, hope becomes a possibility. That's why I'm proud to support the ASRC and the incredible work they do every day. Please join me by calling in or donating online. Together, we can help create a more welcoming and compassionate Australia.
So I think ASRC and I go way back. So I think it's as far as 2009 when I started a new job at the city, and we started using the catering. So we catered with ASRC Catering because we wanted authentic, diverse food for our international students and our communities. In 2014, I was volunteering for Welcoming Australia, and I remember being involved with a program with ASRC called Asylum Sneakers, raising money for children of asylum seekers and refugees, and that's where I got to meet Con and his team, and I was so inspired, so I kept coming back, volunteering for different events, coming to inspirational talks that he does, a regular donor for the ASRC Food Bank, and of course now a proud ambassador for the telethon each year. With everything that's happening in the world, we can no longer disregard it, we can no longer think it's not in our backyard because it's right here in our doorstep. And with everything that the ASRC does, it's about welcoming communities that have come all the way here for a new beginning. And I think if we can all make sure that they feel welcome, supported, and empowered, they then become the best community members because they want to give back. And I think the best memories aren't necessarily the immediate ones. You don't necessarily see it overnight, but to see people come back over the years when they have settled, when they continue to come back to ASRC to give back themselves, who volunteer here, and that really touches me. I'm so inspired by what the ASRC does every single day, and I think if there's one word that describes it, it's hope. I think ASRC gives hope to everyone that needs that little helping hand from when they first arrive in Australia. I'm so astonished by the holistic approach that they offer in terms of supporting new communities, all the way from welcome, from food, from employment, mental health, legal service, everything that ensures that people that come here have the head start that they need. They want to make sure that everyone who comes here has a good opportunity to be the best that they can, because we want that for our communities here. Why not for new friends that have arrived? I think that thing that resonates with me strongly over the years that Con has continued to share with us is when you're in a good place, you know, extend your table, build a longer table, not walls. And I think everyone has a story related to food, whilst we eat very different food sometimes, but we share so many similarities. We talk about grandma's recipes, we talk about how, like myself, how badly I cook, but we want to share how food forms our identity, and that's so important. To those who helped set up ASRC 25 years ago, I want to say thank you. Thank you for giving us the ASRC. Thank you for giving us a platform where we can all give, however little, to make a difference so that no one gets left behind. This is a very fulfilling experience, fulfilling affiliation with ASRC. So without the people who started it from the first place, we would all not be here. So thank you very much.
And we are live from the ASRC World Refugee Day Telethon, and it has been an incredible day so far. People's generosity has just been so uplifting. You can probably hear all the noise and activity in the background, but we are still short of our target. And I have to say, I have the honour, I've done a lot of interviews today, but I'm interviewing two people who have a special place in my heart, interviewing with Parissa and Mersal, both who have done the ASRC Refugee Leadership Program, but have also been previous telethon heroes. It is World Refugee Day. Also, Parissa is a PhD candidate, and Mersal is one of the co-captains of the Afghanistan women's football team. So incredible people in their own right, big supporters of ASRC. So thank you both for being part of our telethon again this year. It's wonderful to have you. This year's theme is really, 1 million stories. Australia resettled the 1 millionth refugee in Australia. It's really a time where we need to be celebrating our multiculturalism and our diversity. So Parissa, first of all, for you being part of the Refugee Leadership Program, you're obviously a strong advocate. What are the issues that you're passionate about advocating for?
Thank you very much, Jana, and it's such a pleasure being part of Telethon this year. For me personally, definitely there are lots of issues that I'm passionate about because there are lots of challenges right now, especially with the rise of hate towards immigrants and people seeking asylum. There are lots of issues to address, but if I had to name one thing that I'm very passionate about is empowering young women from refugee background, because I see the importance of empowering women. When we have strong women, educated women in the society, we will have a strong society.
Yeah, wonderful. And Mersal, look, congratulations on the Afghanistan women's football team being formally recognised. That's a huge part of advocacy you're doing. But what is the advocacy that you're working on and putting your energy and focus on at the moment?
As Parissa said, there's a lot, and thank you for having us here. For me, it's very important to advocate for the rights of women all across the world, especially those women who are in a voiceless journey. And the entire aim behind the advocacy of our team, like the Afghan women's national soccer team, have been to be an outlet for the women of Afghanistan who have been denied their rights, and to know that that's the reason, the forces behind people migrating to other countries, because they don't have it at their home country and we don't care about them. So refugees are a product of war, and to me, advocating for refugees, especially women's education, is a huge one.
Yeah, and it's so often that the word refugee is used and people don't necessarily understand what it is that refugees are fleeing from or persecution, but gendered violence and gender discrimination is such a big reason, especially being young women from Afghanistan. You've experienced it directly in seeing that discrimination, and so it's always really important to speak to the people behind those labels. And at the moment, there are a lot of labels out there demonising or sort of criticising refugees, people seeking asylum. Parissa, there are these attacks on multicultural Australia at the moment. What are the things that you celebrate about multiculturalism, and what do you think of when you hear multiculturalism?
I think when I think of multiculturalism, one thing that comes to my mind is that differences make community, society, and Australia stronger, not weaker. I see strength in different cultures. I see strength in different, festivals. It makes people come closer, not like make the society weaker. So for me, multiculturalism is celebrating the diversity, staying together and accepting the people how the way they are.
Yeah, and I mean, being different is really great, isn't it? Imagine how boring it would be if we were all the same. So, that diversity and celebrating it. Mersal, what about for you in terms of thinking of multiculturalism? Even the word multiculturalism has been really taken by the right to mean a bad thing, whereas we know it's fantastic, that diversity. So what do you think of when you think of multiculturalism and celebrating it?
I think if we look back into our roots, we will find that in one place, whether it's like 100 generations over or like under, we will find ourselves being mixed. And this brings love, because when people are in love, they get married, no matter what culture do they belong to, and then they create families, and then we pass that generation on to the next generation, and it's just beautiful. I think it's beautiful to look at it in terms of humanity and think about everyone as human beings, because at the end of the day, we're all children of Adam and Eve, and all of our blood are red. If you can find someone else whose blood is blue, then I would say, yeah, multiculturalism doesn't exist, but we're all the same at the end of the day, just different colors, different races, different backgrounds, which we never choose. So that's not up to us to choose where we're born, but it's up to us to choose the second family that we create, and it's up to us to choose to be a good human being.
Yeah, that's so powerfully and beautifully said. But we are here today, Refugee Week, the ASRC Telethon. We are seeking your donations. Call 1300 692 772 to make a donation, not only to power this incredible advocacy work we're doing, the refugee leadership programs such as Mersal and Parissa have taken a part in, but also all the services we deliver. So I've just got one final question for both of you and ended on that note. So Mersal, I'll start with you now. But what do you wish people knew more about refugees, especially in the Australian community?
I think there are, as you said, a million different things that they need to know, but most importantly that the struggles that people face to leave their country, and no one loves to leave their home. I wouldn't love to leave my home, my family, and everything that I worked hard for to come to Australia, unless there was a force, and there was. So for every refugee, their pathway is different, so try to understand that before judging them. And the fact that we all bring an incredible value to this community. If we look into our workforce, a huge percentage of it is created by refugees, and that's just beautiful.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you. And Parissa, what do you wish the Australian community knew more about refugees?
I totally agree with Mersal. She pointed out very beautifully. While acknowledging that every refugee's journey is different, unique, and based on trauma, war, and the struggles that they have. But one thing that I wish people knew is that our journey defines behind trauma. It's not just, we are not just defined by trauma. We are students, professionals, leaders. We are like, we own a cafe at your place. So we are people as well. It's not just that we have a traumatizing journey, but we contribute to the society. And I think that's very important to acknowledge the role that the refugees actually play in the society.
Yeah. Oh, thank you both so much. It's such an honour to have you here today and part of the broader and wider ASRC family. So thank you, and please, get behind the World Refugee Day Telethon supported by the ASRC, powered by the ASRC, and donate now. Thank you.
Thank you.
We stick together like the honey and the bee. Woo. You and me, Augie, we got two strong hearts, reaching out forever like the river to the sea. Yeah, it's karaoke time.
Alicia is performing.
Yeah.
Alicia Gardner.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank
Alicia
you.
Gardner, you might already recognise, is an incredible and acclaimed actor and performer whose career spans television, film and theatre. Best known for her role in Australian television series Offspring and Deadlock. More recently, Alicia is a celebrated storyteller who has spent decades bringing memorable characters to life on stage and screen, and bringing memorable character to life here at the World Refugee Day Telethon, powered by the ASRC. To Alicia, welcome.
Thank you, Augie. It's good to be here again.
And not only are you here, but you're also here during the Hour of Power, which means, what does the Hour of Power mean?
The Hour of Power means that every dollar that's donated gets doubled, right?
Yeah, so if somebody donates, say, $150...
Yeah, don't make me do maths.
What? That one, can we do that?
$300.
We won't do more than that, but you get the point. Every donation, every single dollar is donated because Maurice Blackburn Lawyers has put up $20,000 to match people's donations, which is really, really, really quite incredible.
$1 million equals $2 million.
Oh, yeah?
Just saying. I mean, don't hold back.
If somebody can call right now, 1300-692-772 and donate $1 million, we can probably do one more song and then go home. But we won't be there yet because every donation helps. Every little bit that you can donate helps. So please.
Yeah, it's Hour of Power and Karaoke Hour of Power.
That's exactly right. But Alicia, we want to get to know you a little bit better before we get to that. Alicia, I've got a few questions I'd like to ask you. And the first one, as an actor, your job's often to step into someone else's shoes. What's that taught you about empathy and understanding different experiences?
I think as an artist, particularly as an actor, it's just essential to have empathy.
Yeah.
Because our job is to just recreate experiences and recreate feelings and stories. So I don't know if it's possible to actually, have a story and not connect with the character through empathy. So, I think... What was the question? I don't know what the...
Well, we can go to the next one because you have answered that one really well.
Tick.
The next question is, some stories, they entertain us, others change the world in some way. What sort of stories do you find yourself most drawn to?
I feel as if in the last few years, it just feels even more important to tell stories that are going to shift people. It's always been important. It's always really been important, particularly, again, as an artist, you want your art to create a feeling.
Yes.
Or a response or an action or something. But the stakes are higher at the moment. The world feels a little bit funky. And so for me, I'm particularly looking at opportunities that are going to make some kind of change in some way, and whether it makes people laugh because we need that, or whether it makes them see somebody else's shoes that they don't necessarily open their eyes to. Yeah, it's really important.
Yeah. And this year's theme for World Refugee Day is 1 million stories, because in Australia, 1 million people have been resettled since 1947. So 1 million people who've re-established their lives here in Australia are now part of our community, are what makes our community such a vibrant and fun place to be. Why do you think it's important for people to have an opportunity on days like these and every other day to tell their stories?
It's just human.
Yeah.
Like, we need to be human, and stories since the beginning of time, and that's the connector. And if we don't have people like today, like the amount of people that I've met who always, when I'm here, I meet somebody who has this incredible story, and it also just makes you go, okay, things aren't that bad, because old mate here is just, So stories are everything, and people being together is everything, to share it. And I just feel like more than ever in this country, I feel like it's the time more than ever to come together and share story and experiences. That's what makes us so great here.
Yeah.
So,
no, absolutely, Alicia. We've heard many people have shared their stories here today. It is World Refugee Day, so a lot of the platform that we're creating today is for some of those refugee stories to be told. And what we've seen, what people that are here answering phone calls are saying, is that people are calling in and saying pretty much what you're saying, which is they want our community to be strong. They want to stand side by side with each other, celebrate our diversity, enjoy our differences, and that's why they're donating. Isn't that beautiful? Have you answered any phone calls today? Have you been on the phone?
No, because I get scared, because I don't know how to do the computer thing. But I've called some people and thanked them.
You've thanked them, yeah. And what sort of things are they saying to you?
Nothing, because I go to message back. But if they did answer, they'd be like, wow, Alicia, thank you so much.
Yes.
But
exactly.
no, I was going to say something that connecting to what you were saying then. But yeah, no, it's just such a hive of connectedness here. And I feel as if at the moment, particularly with Old Mate this week, One Nation, all of this yucky stuff that's come out, I feel as if there a certain section of
the community who are like, this is it. Like, love is everything, and we have to tie in and buckle in together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why this is so important to support.
Yeah, and so if somebody wants to donate, what number do they need to call?
1300 692 772.
1300 692 772. There's people here behind us who are ready to take your phone calls. They want to talk to you. They want to talk to you about why you're donating if you're willing to share. But more than anything, they want you to use this opportunity to stand with refugees and people seeking asylum. Because it is World Refugee Day, the work that the Asylum Seeker Resource Centre does is critical. It's life-changing, it's important. And we want to thank you for being part of that by picking up the phone, donating, going to our website and donating, texting HOPE via SMS and donating $25 that way. There's so many ways that you can help, but the most important way right now, today, is to donate.
Especially in this hour.
In this hour, because
It's an hour of power, karaoke hour.
That's right. So if you don't want to see us doing karaoke, then donate and we'll have something else on the screen for you next. But Alicia, thank you so much for being
World
here
Refugee
today.
Day.
Welcome.
And it
You
is
are
also
incredible.
the
Thank
annual
you for
Fund
all
Refugee.
The way that you tell stories, it's wonderful to see you on the screen, and we are so honoured that you're here today as part of the World Refugee Day Telethon powered by the ASRC. 1300 692 772. Please call and donate. It's the hour of power. All donations are doubled.
Today is World Refugee Day, and it is also the annual fundraising telethon for the Asylum Seeker Resource Centre. None of us get to choose where we're born into this world, but it is my belief that we are all entitled to feel safe and happy in the place where we live. And it is that basic principle that underpins the reasons why I support the Asylum Seeker Resource Centre and all of the amazing work they do for people seeking asylum in Australia. Please donate generously if you can. I'm going to sing a song now, which I wrote for children and for the child in all of us, which speaks to the endless possibilities that are within all of us from the day we are born. We are born into this world with the wind at our backs and the universe open before us. We are here by chance, but our spirits are old, and our bodies are made from stardust. Child, you are the sunshine and the rain, the love and the pain, oh child. You are the seabirds flying free, the possibility of things beyond the moon, the ancient and the new, the promises untold as your path in life unfolds, oh child. The world is in your hands.
It is the World Refugee Day Telethon powered by the incredible ASRC. 1300 692 772 is the number to call right now because all donations are being doubled. It means that if you donate $10, it becomes $20, $40 becomes $80. It is our hour of power thanks to Morris Blackburn Lawyers. And now I'm here with Georgia Irwin. Georgia Irwin is a cook, food creator and blogger, known for her creative approach to food and storytelling. Through her cooking, she celebrates connection, culture, and the way food can bring people together across communities. Con, our CEO, often talks about the fact that we don't need bigger walls and taller walls. We need longer tables as a way of bringing people together. Georgia, thank you for being here today. Why is World Refugee Day important to you?
I just believe that everyone should have safety and be welcomed into Australia. So for me, it's just a no-brainer. It's an important day, and I really love being here.
And we thank you for being here as well.
Thank you.
Why do you believe that food has that power of bringing people together and creating connection?
I think food is really, really powerful. I think it's a basic human right, and I think that there's so many connections, there's so much power in food, and I've seen it in myself. I've met so many people through food. I think I've helped so many people through food. So, there's food is everything. Food is family, food is culture. It's a life source.
We literally can't get through a day, can we, without food? and food from all over the world has shaped our community here in Australia. Why do you think food is important in creating diversity?
Oh, that's a great question. I think we were just talking about this before. Some of my favourite food is, from all around the world. There's so many different cultures here in Australia. It's so important to have different cultures, and the food here is just so different. I just love having so many different types of food here, and it brings people together. So, and also not only that, but just the jobs that it creates through, so many people have come here and opened food spaces. So it's created employment, it's created families and friends, and it's quite incredible, isn't it? And you see instances of some of these far-right movements that are popping up after the sort of rallies that people are having, going to Japanese and Chinese restaurants and then it's just crazy.
Having a meal when at the same time they've just been protesting the beautiful multicultural diversity that we have here in Australia. It really boggles the mind, doesn't it?
It's baffling that this is what we're dealing with here in Australia, that your favourite food could be a food from across the world that you're protesting against. It's just wild. It's insane to me.
It doesn't make any sense.
It does not.
Is there a specific food that tells a story about your family and your culture that you're particularly proud of?
Well, I think my partner's Italian, and so we've been cooking a lot of Italian food lately and really tapping into that. I think a story that he likes to tell me is that when his family came here to Australia, they were bullied for being Italian, and so his family really shut that out and didn't want to embrace their culture. And I think that was an incredibly sad story to hear, that my partner grew up being ashamed of that originally, and now he gets to tap into that culture and wants to make wine and wants to make passata and wants to learn about the history that his grandparents grew up eating and loving and cooking, and so that's been amazing for us. I don't have a lot of that cultural background in my cooking and my space, but I've been able to see it with my partner, so that's been incredible, and I've met so many people through this, so it's been amazing to connect through food.
No, it is incredible, and food is so important, as you say. It is World Refugee Day Telethon, and you're here with us today, and I just want to thank you for giving up your time.
That's okay.
What makes you want to use your voice on World Refugee Day to really make sure that our community celebrates connectedness at a time when the drumbeat of division is louder than ever before?
I think I just want to use my voice to make sure that everyone feels safe, welcome, and are supported in Australia. And I think that that's something that you do so perfectly here, is that your facilities are really creating a huge change in people's lives. And I want to continue to say that I want to be a part of this, and I support this, and I want to donate, and I want to volunteer here, because it's a beautiful thing to have multiple people in a country. Diversity is important.
Well, thank you so much, Georgia, for being here today. 1300 692 772. It's still the hour of power. Please donate. Thank you so much, and over to you, Jana.
Thank you, Oggy. Now we have 5 minutes left of this hour of power, which means 5 minutes left to have your donations doubled. Now, just to give you a little bit of motivation out there, I'm joined by Ben Brown. Hello, Ben.
Hello, Jana.
Great to have you back at another telethon. Now, you've got a very important job before I interview you. What is the current total? Because we are looking at reaching $1.5 million tonight. We've got 4 minutes left in the hour of power. What is the current total?
4 minutes left, so 4 minutes left to be doubled in your donation, so really exciting. But the current total is $845,281. Pretty unreal.
That is actually amazing. It is so unreal, but it does mean that we are still $550,000 short, which you could double your donations in the next 3 minutes. Call 1300 692 772 if you want to. After, well, you can jump on the phone, ask for Ben. Now, Ben, you have supported the telethon over many years. We've been hearing from a lot of people that this year is an especially important time to be supporting the ASRC telethon on World Refugee Day. Why do you keep showing up and coming back each year, and why is it important for you to be here?
Yeah, it's incredibly important. It's just important that we support people in our community that need the support the most, and asylum seekers who are coming to Australia and want to come here for everything that Australia gives, but are ready and willing to give back into our communities and provide so much to our communities. We know the people that we see here come into the ASRC all the time, how much they give to our community. And look, we're a stronger Australia, supporting asylum seekers and helping asylum seekers thrive in our society, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of the reasons ASRC exists is because people seeking asylum have the system stacked against them. Not allowed to work, separated from family, stuck in visa limbo for years upon years. I think the longest client that we have is still seeking asylum after 19 years of being in limbo, which you just can't imagine. 19 years is a whole lifetime. But, at a time in particular where there is division in the community, we are sending a really strong message to the community of the celebration of multicultural Australia. So when you think of multiculturalism and you hear of that and multicultural Australia, what do you think are the best parts of multicultural Australia?
Oh, there's so many amazing parts. Where do you start? I think I just look around at the people in this place here at the telethon, and I see people showing up every year who are, supporting the ASRC and all the amazing work that the ASRC do. I just think, there are so many people out there who are massively supportive of a multicultural Australia and everything that brings. Positivity, inclusion, everyone being able to, have a fair go in Australia. And I think that's where it comes back to our values, our key values as Australians. Everyone gets a fair go. You come here, seeking asylum, you should have the same opportunities that we have. We're very lucky to having grown up here. Let's share that amazing Australia that we've been very lucky to have from a very young age with people who need it the most. I think that's as Australian as it gets, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And, talking of values, you've come here with your family today, and I have to say you're obviously, sending some great messages to your kids. Ben's daughter actually turned up and has donated $4 from her own pocket money, which became $8 because her donations were doubled. But that just, every dollar absolutely matters. We've had kids who have been donating today right through to grandparents. So it's, it's across all ages. It's something that we can all share in. So thank you to you. Thank you to your family of, knowing that every dollar matters. And of course, my hope is in the next generation. But we have a responsibility to act right now as well. And a donation is an act of love. It's an act of generosity. And so how can people donate? Just a hint?
Call the number, get in touch. You can call the number or go online. There's multiple ways you can do it now in this beautiful world that we've got. So make sure you get your donations in. It's such an important service the ASRC provides. Get around it.
Yeah, thanks so much, Ben. So you can call 1300 692 772 or you can text 0476 000 111, text HOPE to that number. You can also go online. You can do it through social media. We're making it so easy for you to donate. We'll be on the lines for another couple of hours. If you want to speak to Ben or his wonderful family, call through now, 1300 692 772. Thank you again. Thanks so much, Ben. And now I'm throwing to Limo.
It's the hour of power. Your donations matched by Morris Blackburn Lawyers up to $20,000 for the next hour. Call 1300 692 772 or go to asrc.org.au/telethon. I'm here with the incredible Limo. Limo, you've been supporting ASRC for well over a decade. You're always showing up for multicultural communities. You're always showing up for refugees.
Yes.
And I really admire and I'm grateful for that. Talk to me about why you do turn up supporting refugees in multicultural Australia.
Well, I'm going to start here and work backwards. A multicultural Australia makes us more interesting as a country. It makes us, it makes our food better, right? It makes our sport better, and it makes the world generally a more interesting place. And also, that's what I love about a multicultural. Just look at the Socceroos right now.
From 15 different cultures and backgrounds, and how united and proud are we cheering them on?
Yeah, and it just warms my heart so much to see Australia united by this beautifully diverse group of men who are playing for the Socceroos. So I love a multicultural Australia. I love an interesting Australia. I love a diverse Australia. And then to go back a step, how can you not have empathy or sympathy for people who are nothing to do with them? They're in a war-torn situation. They've been displaced for whatever reason. They find themselves in horrific personal circumstances, and they just want a better life for their family. I mean, you look at Nesta Irunkundu, the Australian striker in a Tanzanian refugee camp.
Yeah.
His dad just wanted a better life for his family, and he was lucky enough to come and find that in Australia. Why wouldn't we be welcoming these people in and saying, hey, we're going to put our arm around you? And as you say, seeking refuge or seeking asylum is a human right, and that's just not Con being a left-wing crazy. That's written into the Human Rights Charter. That is written in there. It says that.
Beautifully said, Limo. Today's your chance to send a message of love and welcome. Your donations being matched for this hour by Morris Blackburn Lawyers, 1300 692 772. Limo, what do you love about your culture? You spoke so beautifully about welcoming refugees and how multiculturalism makes this country better. What do you love about your own culture?
What do I love about my culture? God, I got to say, I've never given this question a lot of thought. Con, look, I was very lucky to have a wonderful upbringing. I love the Australian attitude to life. I love the don't take yourself too seriously attitude that we have in this country. And you know, I love a Sunday roast. I'm going to consider that part of my culture that I grew up with, you know, and sport as well. Sport's a big part of Australian culture, and I love sport, and I love how sport brings people together.
But this is the thing, it's like all our cultures are part of this incredible place we call Australia.
Yeah.
From 500 First Nations and cultures and languages, to us coming from more than 200 countries.
Yeah.
Our ancestors speaking more than 300 languages. It's what makes this country smarter, a greater place to live, and more beautiful and interesting and curious, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's nothing I love more than walking down the street and seeing people who have come from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different countries wandering happily down the street and embracing their lives in Australia, and everyone embracing each other and appreciating everyone for who they are.
Beautiful, Limo. Thank you. Thank you for your support. You're incredible. It's our hour of power. Your donations are matched. Limo, what's the number again?
It is a 1300 692 772. There it is. It's on Con's shirt.
692
772. And congratulations to this legend for the amazing work that he's done for many, many, many years.
Thank you, brother. Show your support today. Send a message of welcome. We know that love is far more stronger than hate. Donate now. Dig deep, people. We're here till 11 o'clock, but you can have your donation matched till 6 p.m. tonight if you call right now.
I'm here with Sajad Samjula and Bharat Ali Batur, who are incredible leaders of their community and also really wonderful people who have been part of our refugee leadership training program. I'm going to get to them in just a moment. I do want to start with Bharat Ali Batur, who is a Walkley Award-winning film journalist, also somebody who has been an incredible Hazara leader. Batur, what does Refugee Week mean to you?
Refugee Week to me means acknowledgement and celebration of resilience, people who goes through a lot of hardship, challenges, and flee their homes and like whatever they have built and come to a new country and build from the scratch, build their new lives. And also at the same time, like they work hard, stand tall, and contribute to their new communities. Yeah, so I think that is Refugee Week to me.
Yeah, and we are in Refugee Week, but Aliberto, all year round, you also, as well as in your spare time, making documentaries, taking incredible photos, participating and leading exhibitions of your artwork and your film across the country. You also manage the Refugee Leadership Training Program at ASRC. Can you just say a little bit about the program and why it's important to you?
Refugee Leadership Program is a program to empower refugees to become leaders in their communities, and it is very important that they should be on the leading seat, and they should be the leaders of their communities, leading the movement, and what are the challenges and how their communities are facing those challenges and how they can contribute back to the community. So that is why this program is very important, and how multicultural communities and refugee communities are represented. It is these leaders who will be leading and then highlighting those contributions.
Yeah, absolutely. At ASRC, we believe that refugees should be leading the refugee movement, which is why there's such big investment in refugee leadership, making sure that refugees are not only visible in the media, but also in the halls of Parliament House and wherever our advocacy reaches. And the two of you have been through our refugee leadership training program. Can you tell us a little bit about what that experience was like for you and what it means to you?
Thank you, Augie. That's a really good question. So having done the Refugee Leadership Program last year, it was a very meaningful and very insightful experience for me. I got to make a lot of friends from different communities who are experiencing persecution back home. And we all had one goal, which was to essentially get our communities out there, introduce our communities and their struggles to the world and to Australia, and essentially represent our communities in the best way that we could. And it was a very insightful, and I learned a lot of experiences from that whole program. And I made my good friend Shams here, and ever since we've been good friends. So yeah, I'll leave it to you.
Yes, Shamsula, what about you? What was the program important to you?
Well, according to me, it was a meaningful program to me, and it was really good, and it helped me a lot in many ways. So first of all, I got to meet and make a friend like Shahzad brother here. We actually are like sharing the same goal, which is like advocating and becoming a voice for those people whose voices are not heard and they're being silenced. For instance, in Afghanistan, for Hazara people, and in East Turkestan for the Uyghur people. And I got to meet and get like to know more about Barateli Bator, and I got to know like many more people in there which were like who were having and sharing the same idea and goals, which was to stand against violence and to always like speak up for the truth and always protect their rights.
That is incredible. It is World Refugee Week. Today is the World Refugee Day Telethon powered by the ASRC. The theme of this year's World Refugee Week is 1 million stories. These are some of the incredible 1 million stories, and if you want to keep powering the next generation of refugee leaders, please donate. 1300 692 772. 1300 692 772. Thank you for watching, and over to you.